Who wants to give the recap?
Um,
I've given it
Probably.
recently. Alarin's given it recently.
I mean, we had Drez's crocodiles happen last time, so I feel like he was the most noteworthy participant of his sort.
True. So then the arms. I can.
Here,
I
let
don't
me
know
just
what the
bang
sound
on
of
my
sign
table a
language
bunch
is.
of times.
Okay. For a serious recap, I think it should be Trez.
Yes.
Crocodiles got fed. There wasn't a thin Lizzy among them.
Oh God!
Did they actually get fed? I don't think they
They
actually.
ate-
They ate each other.
Yeah.
Well, they
And
didn't.
then Wander decided, I'm gonna
Oh.
share a video with the chat of fucking
That was
death
me.
roll crocodile.
That
That was
was
you.
me.
Death roll crocodile ripping legs off other crocodiles.
The crocodiles also ate. Oh, what's his name?
Barstow soft tread.
Barstow.
Yep.
Annoying
was
McDead
Reginald.
Pants.
Yeah.
And then I
Overall,
shed
it was a pretty great
everywhere.
session. Everybody who needed to die died.
I got taller. I exfoliated,
Mm-hmm.
and now the bad
I'm
guys
still
are
a
coming.
ghost.
I slept for the first time in like what 500 years and 3 body transformations. And we're going to hijack a portal, and things are mad at us that I've never met before, and that's pretty much my life now. Is things I haven't met are mad at me for reasons I don't fully understand, and now I get to fight for my life.
Yep, that's pretty accurate.
And he's
Oh,
a
we've
train.
already- We've already rolled for initiative.
I have a knot in my headphone cable that looks like a pretzel.
And that's what Shell did last
Delicious.
episode.
Yeah. She's
no.
she's recently discovered her lifelong passion of becoming a Eagle Scout.
What? What kind of? No, it naturally did this. It looks like a pretzel.
Uh-huh.
Wait, what kind of knot is this supposed to be?
It's not.
It's
Not
not
a good knot. It's just
It's
a
not a
tangle.
knot.
It's just a
It's
tangle.
Yeah,
a
that's-
naughty knot.
That's not an official knot. It's just a knot, like a bad. Anyway, so Skitter's turn.
Yeah, so it is. I kind of forgot. It's like so you guys had your turn. You could all do one thing to prepare, seeing as these guys were coming. You had some stuff to set up if you wanted to.
I mean,
I probably
was
have a chance to
considering
do something.
doing
Yeah.
gust of wind.
Because it's not
You
like
can-
these
you
guys
can
just
crack your ghost
snuck
knuckles.
up on you. Yeah.
No, I'll probably cast Bless on everybody and then rah rah from the sidelines. Plus the other thing is that I have an aura, like a really good aura, so I need to kind of like hang out next to people.
What is the bless range of a train?
You mean like what would the aura of the train be? I bet if I possess the arms, as long as you're within a reasonable distance of the arms, you'd get the aura effect.
Well,
Anyway,
you don't possess the arms. You possess the engine.
oh yeah, that would be a pretty good power move. Well, okay, I guess I'm gonna start off by casting Bless on everybody. So let's do that. And by everybody, I mean Alarin, Drez, and I guess not myself this time. So, oh man, tough call between Skitter, one of the Eagles, or Grungren. I'm gonna bless one of the Eagles.
Oh.
Skitter.
Has yet to actually receive any kind of bless or other kind of buff
Listen,
from
Skitter
the entire
and,
party.
He
Skitter
doesn't
and
need
Greg are
it.
falling out.
Yeah, Greg
It's all
kind of
over you.
arbitrarily decided after he lost his bugbear nest that he doesn't actually care about Skitter.
Was it
That's neither here nor
arbitrary
there,
or
though.
that they were literally different people?
Yeah, I guess you're right. It wasn't arbitrary. Okay, alrighty, everyone, join your hands in prayer. Bhagavad-gita Dievo, Radvisa. Blessed be the Virgin Mary, and blessed be all of her children. I mean, she only really had the one, so I guess just bless him.
But I thought
And
she
then-
had one other at least.
Well, according
Yeah.
to Dogma, the movie, the very famous movie. Damn it,
Jesus' younger brother, Chad.
Famous movie with shit monster.
Yeah, I thought he did have a younger brother.
No, he didn't.
What?
Maybe. I don't. This is besides.
Why
the
are we
point. We're
talking about
God.
this?
Only one of us worked at a church.
Yeah.
All right. Blessed be the womb of the women, and
Jesus,
blessed be God's
this is getting
children.
weird. All right.
Yeah.
You have run out of time. So it is it is Skitter's turn, and he's gonna like run forward and huck a hammer.
In his prep turn?
No, we're on proper initiative.
Oh.
Yep, and he misses.
That's a
Alright.
first.
Yep. He's missed, I think,
That is prep
3
turn.
times.
I was like, I don't need a hammer. Goodbye.
No. Alright, so the dwarves are all going to drop.
Ah!
Oh.
Oops, that's the wrong dwarf.
And are they typical dwarves or are they?
So they are armored like the other one that you saw.
Uh-huh.
These ones below are technically above, just from the other side.
So far,
they
my
are,
Fury Road comparison really has not diminished.
They are covered in what looks to be kind of like a golden brass, like full plate. You don't see much of them, like beneath, like no skin. That's about it. Okay, so they all drop, and I guess I should probably, Alarin, make a reflex save.
Oh, okay. Is that going to be dexterity then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you manage to get out of the way as one of them specifically tries to land on you. And then surprisingly, Brungren also manages to get out of the way. I was expecting him to get clobbered. Okay. It is your turn.
My turn?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm going to cast heat metal on him.
Okay. The nearest one?
Yes.
I bought these notebooks, and they have the, like, with spiral ringedness. Turns out their spiral ringedness is, like, the worst spiral ringedness I've ever had in a notebook. It's truly atrocious.
Sometimes spiral rings don't allow you to flip pages
They're
well
very
at all.
stiff.
Yeah. Like, this is truly is a notepad meant for tearing, which sucks, because I wanted to be able to flip back and forth between pages.
These
Guess
notes are made for tearing.
So unless he can strip his armor off, he is gonna burn. Alright, should I do the 2d8 damage?
Yep.
Or d8? What? Really?
Wow.
That's terrible.
Yes,
At
the
least-
curse
Like-
has moved on.
At
wonder
least
if
I
I
can
can
do that
number
every
them.
single turn, but still.
I'm free.
This will make a lot easier. I really wish I could apply, like, little numbers to each one of them instead of colors.
Yeah.
I guess this will do.
Bird, did you announce which one you blessed?
I bless
Eagle Eyes.
Beaky Topsmith. The one on top. Yes. He gets
There we
he gets the blessing of the Virgin Dimitri.
Wait. We're learning things about Dimitri.
I mean, no, not that.
JK.
Okay, so shall you do... Okay. Yeah, his armor looks a little toasty. Let's see. And so, Dimitri, it is your turn.
Well, I guess I'm. I have Order of Protection, so I must protect.
Okay, so you're just
turn.
gonna hang out between Skitter and Brungren?
Bless is concentration, so I can't
really?
really do much
Okay.
else. Yep.
I mean, you can still do other stuff, you just can't cast any other spells.
At least spells with
Uh,
concentration.
Can
I
you,
don't know
like,
if I
ghost
have
punch
any.
people.
Yeah, I don't think I have any attacks. I don't think.
I mean, he can try
Yeah,
to possess
Can
people.
you give them the GBs of Hebe?
If you could try possessing them and then throwing them off into the sand and like zipping out,
That
I don't
would
know how that
hurt.
works. Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
that would.
Oh man, they are so out of the fight if they fall off this train.
So are you trying to possess one of the dwarves?
Yes.
Or you could
Alright,
even use
roll
him
a
to
will
fight
save.
too.
Huh? Roll will save?
Yeah, it's an opposed will.
Will save what?
Oh, wisdom.
Hmm.
I was making a terrible joke. Oh, okay, well, he's fine.
Roll again.
One of these days we'll stop calling them the saves they were in 3.5.
One of these days. All right, you have possessed the dwarf at least for a turn.
Alright. I turn and yell at Dimitri. I mean, no. I turn and yell at Therese. Therese! Don't kill me. I'm your friend.
When's that ever stopped you?
And that's ends turn. I don't
Yep,
think
Drez,
I
it's
can
your
move
turn.
until- yeah.
Yep.
So what do those flyer things look like?
They look like little, kind of little metal pods with dwarves sitting in
Do they
them.
look like they have weapons?
Uh-oh, yeah.
More or less, I think you've seen them shoot before. They shoot lightning bolts out of their, the like little fin thing in the bottom.
Uh-oh.
I should probably add like a lance thing so it's more obvious, but they can shoot lightning.
Okay.
I will remind you, seeing as this was something that was stated last time, but you might not remember. Very specifically, you have to make sure you take out the dwarves on the train, because if you don't, you can't go through the portal in like 3-4 turns. Let's say 4 turns, yeah. So I'm going to restate
we have
that.
4 turns to take care of the train problem.
Yes, the flyers are less important.
That is significant.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna move 1 bird to the furthest dwarf, and 1 to the nearest. I wonder if I can copy paste this as one continuous thing. So the closest is gonna be the closest one trying to attack that dwarf that's near it.
Okay.
Nope. That doesn't work. Alright, so let's do that. What? Oh, I didn't add slash roll in front of them. That's what's going on. 1 second. That was a silly mistake. Like, I'll just type the dice names in. This might work then. There we go. Because they have a multi-attack.
Yep.
Where they attack with their beak and talons in 1 turn, and those are not great rolls for the first one.
No.
Mm-mm.
Uh,
Does he even hit?
the first, which one's the first one?
The left one.
Ah,
The closest one is what I called out. And the furthest one's the one that's blessed, so that one does not have a bonus.
Wait, what's the 2d6 plus 3? Is that like the beak attack?
That's the
It's
damage.
Wow. This
Top
thing's
one's
hurt.
beak attack, bottom one's talon attack, and then it goes attack roll, damage roll, in that order. Which is why the first one's a d20 and each one of the other one's a d6s.
Okay.
So I rolled an 11 and a
yeah,
15.
yeah.
which
I
seemed
got
to
it
not
now.
hit.
I understand this now. It was just something to look at. So that was both of the characters, both of
That's
the
the-
eagles, or just the first one?
That's only the left one.
Okay.
I
So
assume
roll
they
the next
both
one.
miss.
Yes, they both miss.
Alright, let's try attacking with the blessed one.
Also misses.
Mm.
Wait, no, the beak attack hits.
Yeah, the
Sorry.
beak attack's a 24. It's
that-
weird how it splits up.
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, I was very confused
The
there.
text-
I was like looking down and I didn't see anything, but no, the beak attack very much hits. So you get
Yeah.
some,
not the
you get some claws
plus
into
5,
that dwarf.
It's plus 1d4 for bless.
What's plus 5?
The beak attack rolling for the 24.
Oh,
no,
the
no,
plus-
no, no. Plus 5's
the
already
plus
there.
5 is built
So he
into
gets
the
an
character.
additional 4.
Oh, alright. What the?
Yeah. Yeah, he just rolled a 19 and
Yeah,
did
the
really well.
plus 5 is the stat bonus from the eagle itself.
Guess they have eagle eyes.
I'm trying to double check and see if they crit on different numbers, but I don't think they do. In fact, I haven't seen indication.
No,
that's
only
even
very
in
finesse
5.
weapons would have that, like daggers, things like that.
Have we confirmed yet that 5e has instances of different crit ranges?
No, it does not.
Okay.
As far as I can tell, nothing has bonus crit range now.
Because 3.5, you would slowly pry it open from being 20 to being like 17.
Oh yeah, I had a character that I think had a crit range of 12 to 20.
Jesus,
Yeah, he was
Whoa.
fun.
that's absurd.
He was.
All right, so
fun.
All right, so he attacks and does 5 damage to his opponent. Nailed it.
Okay, so that's the blue one. These do look significantly weaker than the red one that was fighting you earlier. Okay.
The red.
The red
the guy
dwarf.
that fought us is like a mid boss, basically.
Yeah. So apparently, champion fighters can expand their crit range. So a fighter thing. Okay.
All
and
right.
then what does Drez do?
I'm working on that a little bit. Ooh, that's an oldie but goodie, isn't it? But I'm super far away. I'm super far away from everything. Okay, so that's not happening. Rez's movement speed is 30, right? So that's how much he can make it in one turn while also doing an action. So basically that far. I think that was the right square. I can't see the grid because it's all gray. Alright, so Drez moves forward. And then we're going to probably do something really basic for a starting attack. Let's just go with an old-fashioned produce flame. It's been a while. We all missed that one. The oldie but goodie, nice, comfortable. Ooh. That seems like a decent roll.
Okay, you hit. Which one are you going for? The pink
The
one?
one-
Or
Oh,
the,
no, that's
the one that's not Greg.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be bad.
Wander's trying to get me to heal an undead over here.
I just gotta see if you're paying attention. Friendly fire is hilarious if done wrong. Okay. The train arms go last. Oh yeah, they do. Nice. So the train arms are gonna go last, and they're gonna start actually with Bird. Make a dexterity save.
I should
can't-
have seen this coming.
Also, Keith, have your hawk or your eagle also make a dex save.
Let's see. Oh, that's good.
Okay. Yep, your eagle manages to get out of there. And the dwarf gets pummeled. Big old dent. in
which
the
one?
roof.
Which
Oh.
is
The,
probably for the best.
Yeah,
Anyway.
the purple one just got flattened.
Oh,
Okay.
so
by
the
the
arms
arm.
aren't just grabbing them and flinging them off?
Nope, they are crushing. They don't have the manual dexterity without Bird. All they are just swinging clubs.
I see.
I
One of the
have
most
thought
effective
this.
things Bird could do is just jump off with each one.
Yep.
Yep, that's what we were discussing earlier,
All right,
but it's
so
like,
it's
huh.
Skitter's turn. So no one ever gives a damn about Skitter. He is going to. Oh right, he gets advantage on sneak attacks.
Well, he's usually some kind of invisible alien impossible Hacksaur's character.
I intentionally tried to neglect Skitter for the lulz.
Let's see. So the purple one gets aced off the train.
Oh,
And
Well?
Oh, because of the hammer? Did he fling it at his face?
yeah, I mean he got killed, but also hammer.
Well, describe that. Skitter retrieves
Yeah,
the
I mean,
hammer from his
I could,
belt and
yeah.
flings it at the
So,
dwarf's face.
I should probably explain what Skitter is doing.
Okay.
He is
Yeah.
kind of crouched behind where people aren't looking, and he's got his bag in one hand, kind of like Iaijutsu, where they the Japanese swords technique where they pull out their sword really fast and cut somebody and then put it back.
Yeah.
Except for he
yeah.
pulls a hammer out of the bag, flings it really fast, and then pulls it back out again because it's a bag of returning.
Mm-hmm.
So he just has an infinite loop of hammer pulling out of this one bag. It looks really silly, but no one's ever looking at him, so it doesn't matter. So he just kind of whips it across and clonks the purple dwarf in the back of the head, and he just goes sailing off the train. Oh, hey, Brungren's not on the turn order. I should probably fix that. What? Oh, nope, that's Skitter damage. What is Brungen's initiative? it is 18 actually, so he should have done something earlier. Well, let's say Brungren was too busy. Too busy. I'll eat my mistakes. Though I guess technically this isn't good for you guys.
Or he could just
Here-
take 2 turns.
I mean, it
Yeah.
would basically just be delayed initiative, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll just do delayed initiative. Owie. Okay, so that's the orange one. So Brungren is just more or less zapping people with his wrench. And it is the arm's turn, Skitter's turn, Brungren's turn again. Instead of recharging it, he's probably just going to take a wallop on the guy. And he misses. Okay, it's the dwarves' turn. So the green and the orange dwarves are probably just going to start wailing on Brungren. Owie.
Oh no.
Let's see.
It's just me, or does attack damage scale up faster than HP?
It depends, but kind of, yeah.
Because it seems like our attacks are becoming more powerful, but
Well,
our HP never.
people have accused me of twinking you guys to the teeth over the course of this entire series. Like, for level 6 characters, you guys have way too strong of items. And so it's been kind of a weird arms race with myself on
I don't need
gearing
no
you guys up.
items.
Yeah. Okay. So the one dwarf is going to go for your hawk. What's the hawk's armor class, by the way? Never mind.
Uh-oh.
It's a 13.
Okay, it takes 11 damage. Or, I guess it's an eagle. And then the last one is going to go for you, Shell.
Okay.
17?
I believe that hits.
Okay.
Because I think it's like
You take 12
15.
damage. Now
Yeah.
remember, you guys had plenty of time to rest before this happened, so you're full health and full spells.
Mm-hmm.
If that was an issue. So you take 12 damage. And it's your turn, actually.
Yep, my turn. I am going to, use first off the continue the heat metal.
Okay.
So,
Oh, yeah, you gotta make a concentration check, by the way. DC 10.
really?
Yeah, because you got hit in the face. Or in the something or other.
I see. So I just roll a d10?
Yep. No, a D20.
D20. Oh, 20.
D20
Sorry.
plus your constitution.
Constitution, like the modifier, which would be 2?
It's a con save, Shell.
Oh, okay. Wait, so I just roll
Just
Constitution?
roll a constitution check.
Okay, because you're telling me roll the die 20
It's a
with
D-
the Constitution.
Well, you asked if it
and-
was a D10, and I'm like, no.
Okay.
Okay, you save. So you keep heat metal, roll damage.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, try and remember, if I say roll a concentration check, just roll a con save.
Well, I would have done that immediately. Instead, you told me to roll something else.
No? I said
think-
it was a DC 10.
Oh, DC
Yeah.
10? That made me think it was something else.
Okay. So,
Oh, I only rolled 1. I have to roll another.
okay. And then what else do you do?
Okay, so that's those 2, and then I do the rapier attack. So I'm going to ignite my blade and stab it to his chest. Well, let's see. Pierce. Boop.
Okay. You take a big old chunk out of him. And it is now Dimitri, it's your turn. You have a dwarf. Yeah. At the end of your turn, you're going to have to make a will save on whether or not you keep him.
Oh, I can do that. Or, wachoo! Oh,
Okay.
Oh.
he comes with.
Yeah,
But
okay,
I-
so you
I
fling him off
also
the
go,
train. He's gone.
Well, I
Do we
assume
need-
I would kind of.
Do we need the night snake powder?
The what powder?
The what?
Sound
Yes.
effect from Escapist. I heard it in my dreams last night and I was uncomfortable. And then he does it again and I'm like, oh, that's where it's from. Why?
Alright, I guess I'm probably gonna need to spend a turn getting back onto the train, right?
Yeah, flinging a dwarf off. You are within range of the one of the flyers as well, so there's also that.
I wonder if you can
I can't
grab one and
possess a
crash.
Dr. Robotnik.
Crash them into
so-
one another.
Yeah, I wonder if you can crash them into each other.
Okay.
I could, but that's his point, lacking a point.
Okay. Hawk Boy.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was like, what are we talking about? Let's see.
Bird Wrangler.
The Bird Wrangler. Let's attack with the blessed one first, since he's still engaged with the target.
Okay.
And that's almost might work. I don't know what the DC is.
Let's
AC.
see. We've got Warhammers. Yeah, that hits. So that's you're hitting the blue one?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what does the other one do?
And I'd probably move down the train. Let's actually go after the red one next. Sort of bunny
Okay.
hopping around.
No. And then what does the Dres do?
What's the bonus again? Oh, that one doesn't have a bonus. Never mind.
Yeah, it doesn't.
That was
it
the
does not get
incorrect.
bless.
Need to briefly double check the range on this. Oh, that's a super long range spell. Oh, that's the wrong spell. Shit. That's also a super long range spell. Okay. Gonna double check with the ruler. Yep, that's in range. That should be fun. I could have made a slightly different call, but I'm just gonna accept my mistake and the friendly fire implications of it. And we're going to cast Lightning Bolt. Oh my god.
But you can cast Lightning Bolt?
Yep, because I'm a mountain druid.
Oh, right.
I just
Yep.
get it for free.
You.
And it's not concentration. It does 39 damage unless they make a
One.
dex save. And that one
And-
didn't.
2. Your eagle also has to
Yeah,
make a dex
I was
save since
reminding
it's in
myself
the line.
what the... I was reminding myself what the dice was.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the red one.
Fuck.
Okay. Well,
Not good for that eagle.
No,
no.
you're all
eagle's
three of them
very
just
dead.
vaporize.
Wait, like this goes in like a massive line.
Yeah.
Just
It's a
Lightning bolts.
100-foot lightning bolt that goes in a straight line.
What?
Yeah.
A
Lightning
stroke of
bolts
lightning
is
forming 100 feet long and 5 feet wide blasts out from you in a direction you choose. Each creature in that line must make a dex throw, and they take 8d6 lightning damage on a failed save or half on a successful one. It also ignites all flammable objects in the area. So that's the train.
Crap.
And that's a 3rd level spell. Drez is in range.
Yep. Let's see. Let me roll
Well,
for the master hand. All right.
that does free me up for another concentration skill.
So, in the center, the arm is going to clobber the green dwarf and take Brungren with it. Ow!
What did it do to Brungren?
Knocked him over, but he looks like he just got slammed by a giant phantasmal arm, which is never generally good for your bodily well-being. And it is Skitter's turn, who is going to let's see, roll dice slowly. I really need to have like a macro for Skitter at this point. I have no excuse. Okay, so Skitter's gonna once more just whip a hammer across and take out the green one. All we have left is the blue. Let's see, what's the blue gonna do?
Have you been forgetting all of the dwarves in their like skiffs? Why haven't they fired on us?
Oh, that's a good point. You know, I've been neglecting that just because I've been more focused on the here and now. So you guys are going to need to make a reflex save for the fact that I was not paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
And this is everybody. Except for, I guess, Dimitri, because they don't really know you're there. Let's see. So
And
Now
how
I
would
know
they?
what it
And
feels
what,
like to be
what would,
Skitter.
and what would they even do to you?
magic still hits ghosts.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
so he's
suppose-
not immortal. I
No.
can be rid of him.
Yeah, you can in fact kill a ghost.
Hey.
Just take some effort. Okay. And let's see. So if you rolled less than a 12, you take 21 damage,
No.
which is
Damn,
lots of people.
not pulling punches.
New.
Uh-oh.
I mean they've got lightning bolt wands. It's not as strong as whatever yours was. Like that was ridiculous. But it is about as strong.
That was a
Okay.
high roll, I think. Oh yeah, my rolls for all the d6s were
Yeah, that was like
5, 4, 4,
karma.
5, 6, 6, 4, 5.
That
Not even
was
one
Mhm.
dice was below average.
that was karma for last week.
Holy crap!
All right, let's pop out Skitter so I can actually track his HP. Okay, so who didn't succeed there? Shell succeeded and Brungren succeeded. So Brungren only takes 10.
Dexterity dwarf.
But he's been rolling really good today. I don't know why.
Oh, so is
Oh,
that
right.
is that a roll for one lightning bolt that they're firing?
Yeah.
Also rolling
yeah.
for the eagle. Eagle's fine.
Effectively, instead of rolling for a bunch of individual lightning bolts and damages, anybody that's on the train that hasn't like managed to avoid a lightning bolt will get zapped every other turn. Okay, and so that was the end of turn 2. Skitter. Okay, this is turn 3. This is Brungren's turn, and then the dwarves are coming up. Hooves. Oh, I see. It's because I got rid of the one dwarf in the turn order. I don't remember what the AC was. Okay. Brungren is going to lightning bolt one of them. He misses. Okay. So this one gets knocked back by a lightning bolt. And then everybody needs to make another reflex save. Okay.
Oop. Not wait. You said 12.
It's 12. It's 12. It's not a...
Alright,
It's since it's
Eagle's
not
fine.
like a caster. Okay, Brungren gets hit.
No.
Skitter does not. Drez gets hit, and we don't need to worry about...
But what's the damage this turn? Is it
Okay,
17?
the damage this time around is 22.
Oh
my God.
I only have 4 HP.
Well, you only have one dwarf left and one more turn left. So, like, at the end of this turn, you
I
guys...
am also very dead.
Are you dead, or are you just, like, out cold?
No, I'm about to be dead.
Oh, so you're, like, a
I'm
couple
not
HP.
unconscious. I'm.
Yeah,
That's
you guys...
like,
you
that
guys
was
are
all
on
the
the brink.
number.
Well, seeing as you're turned probably in the correct direction for this, you see that there's like a portal maybe a couple feet ahead, and you guys, not couple feet, couple hundred feet ahead, and you are hurtling at it at high speeds. This is the end of the line for most things. You've got one dwarf left on the train, and owie. Okay, so Brungren is out cold. He has been shocked to hell and back again, and he's not dead. You can see him kind of like twitching, but he is down. See, so Skitter's at 22. Okay, Alarin, it's your turn.
My turn. Let's see. Now, are all the guys going to have one more shot at us?
No, they only got 2 shots in this entire fight.
Okay, so
Turn 1 and turn 3.
all right, we just need to get that last dwarf off the train before everything goes down. All right. Let's see. I suppose I will.
I should probably also remind you, you have to use the portal wand.
Yes, I know I have to use the portal wand. Should I prepare it this turn?
Like now.
Okay.
Also, Bird really needs to get back on the train.
Yeah. If I remember right, you're the one with the portal wand, and like at the end of this turn, you hit that portal. I guess, I mean, you guys could always go to the elemental plane of fire, but that would be...
No, she wanted us to. So you're saying that I essentially have to use my turn to ready the rod. There's nothing else I
Well,
can
no,
do.
you have to turn around and point it and click. Like, it's a wand, you have to activate it. I should probably be more clear about these directions.
No. I know precisely what I need to do, but you're giving me the wrong impression of whether or not I had an action before this turn,
you
or
do
if
not
I
have an
have
action.
to do it.
You have no action, unless you want to skip the whole portal business and go for the dwarf.
No. Well, then I point my rod towards the portal and prepare to click it when the time is right.
Well, that would be now.
That would be now?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I thought we had to push it right as we were going through,
No,
like
you
right
have
before.
to aim it at said portal and click it.
Fine. I'll get ready.
I mean, if you want to wait until the last possible second,
I'll push the button, but
you can do a reflex save to see
unfor-
if you succeed.
unfortunately,
I
there's
think-
still a dwarf on the train.
I think Wander actually said press the button now like 8 times in that segment.
I understand, but he, like,
The
I thought we were
dwarf
going
stops
through-
us.
I
The
thought we were
dwarf
going
stops
through
the
one more
portal
turn.
from working, not the wand from working. Right?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. If you
We just need to
guys,
get- we need to get the dwarf up before we reach the portal, but you need to prep the wand also before we reach the turtle. The portal turtle.
The turtle.
the turtle.
turtle.
Right,
Toidle.
so that means that my hands are completely tied for this turn. I have to just ready the wand and press the button.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, then I had no choice.
Dimitri, what do you do?
I make a awkward swimming motion to try and double move to
Okay.
get back on the train, and I barely pull it off.
Okay.
Pay no attention to that careful measurement.
All right. You.
Oh, I
you,
can come right up next to my buddy
Yep.
with a double move. Hello.
All right. Let's see. Drez, it's you, your eagle, and one fairly badly injured looking dwarf.
The eagle's expendable.
Well, good luck, Eagle. Ooh,
Yep, you got him for 8.
and how's he looking?
On a scale of 1 to 30, he's at about a 5.
That's how much HP he has left. Kill him. Kill him for 5.
Literally.
Yeah.
How many people are left? Am I like
There's-
last?
Yeah, you are the last apart from the security system.
Wow, this really came down to the wire.
Just the way the DM likes it.
I need to work on my description so it sounds like it's more dire, but like you guys are like mere
This is-
yards away.
Yeah, this is not great news.
This is
but
the slow-mo moment.
I have pretty good news, which is that I can. This is exactly a 30-foot move,
Okay.
which perfectly aligns me to do this again.
Okay. Well, no matter what, you blow him up.
But
Because even if he succeeds, he'd still take half, which would very much kill him. You guys, so you zap him more or less as
Oh,
a
and the
Lauren.
bird fails too.
Yep.
you
Better
just
you,
you explode your bird. Let's get that out of
My
here.
summons have terrible lifespans.
So as you quickly sprint forward and sacrifice your second eagle for the day, you manage to zap the dwarf just as Alarin turns around, presses the button, and switches the portal over as the train goes shooting straight through. You guys are free and clear, and you own a train now.
woohoo!
Woohoo! I just am picturing the every time the birds die to explodey zappies, they make like a peacock sound or something.
Yeah, there's
And
just a
explode
shower of
feathers.
feathers.
Chicken. Yeah.
The eagles are coming.
They were.
All right.
Run.
So pretty much as soon as you guys hit that portal, there's kind of this feeling of like free fall. You hit it, and it's almost like you got tripped at really high speeds.
Mm-hmm.
And as you kind of go shooting by, you realize the train has stopped. It is physically just stalled in place. You guys, on the other hand, Let me. Oh God, Keith, your lightning bolt art is not appreciated at this moment. I'll show you why.
Love me.
Okay. Let's see.
It's environmental details.
Yes. Okay. Oops. Didn't want to do that. Okay, so you guys are more or less just flung. I think I might have accidentally pasted Dimitri in a bad way there. Well, it's okay. Let me go retrieve him. So you guys are...
I mean, if you want, you can put us into head mode again, too.
Head mode? Well, sorta. I don't know.
Well, you only have a head for...
I only have a head for
everyone
half the
else.
cast. If you guys have full bodies, you'll keep them. If you don't, then you'll get them eventually. But so you guys are more or less hurtling through the air, and you come kind of splatting down in the yard outside of
It's still black for me.
a new building. What the? Come on, really?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Dynamic lighting. Let's turn that off. How about now? Can you see? Okay, there you go. So
Yeah, I see
you
too.
come splatting down, kind of softly, in the yard. And Vivi is a couple feet away, in her, puppet form, same as usual. And you more or less just skid to a halt. It's like a little bit uncomfortable. How many of you guys had 1 HP?
I have 4.
Okay. Okay, you're fine,
Oh,
but you're
nice.
feeling worse. And I don't know where you were at, Drez. And Dimitri, you kind of just passed through the ground awkwardly. And that's
Boom.
about it. Yeah. I'm not forgetting anybody, am I? No, I don't think so. And so you are lying on your backs on grass and dirt outside of what looks to have been a slightly remodeled laboratory building. I don't know. At some point I'll do like an illustration of what the outside looks like. And you're safe. You've made it.
Did you hear that, guys? We're safe. We made it. I come over to Lauren and I say, your ribs are very broken. Perhaps I can help.
My
And
ribs?
I cast... Yes. Well, I mean, your gills? I don't know. Anywho, I'm going to, I don't know. Wait. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on her.
Aw,
Which is 1d8 plus... I'm using a new interface.
I am
Actually,
just
don't know what my
laying on the
spellcasting
ground and
modifier
touching
is.
myself with glowy hands.
Huh. What is spellcasting ability modifier? Is that my charisma bonus?
It's your wisdom.
Okay, so that's 1d8 plus 2.
Okay. So you
I guess
guys
I'll roll it.
heal up, and as you guys kind of
Oh, thanks.
yeah, Brugrid is just out cold.
Oh no.
That's probably
I
for the
forgot
best.
about him. Yeah, no, he is done. So you guys can deal with him. So Vivi comes over and it's like, you did it. I'm impressed. You got the whole train.
Yeah, and we also have the engineer.
I see that. I thought I told you
does
not
everyone
to.
we-
I plus 6 him.
Okay,
Well-
Brugrid is still very much unconscious.
How does everyone we meet end up unconscious?
Unfortunately, the train itself was rigged so that it would destroy. Would it destroy itself or destroy everyone?
It would
on
stop
board?
working if he wasn't.
It would stop functioning if both the conductor and the engineer were removed.
I see. Well, I guess it's fortunate that you kidnapped him. Should we tie him up?
Oh no! We don't need. We didn't kidnap him. He came of his own volition. You see, he was serving under the Jajani princes, and the princes didn't really much care for the train or the people that were involved. They were out for their own, just to feed their own avarice and greed. So he decided to help us liberate the train. Liberate, nudge, nudge.
So you didn't really give him much of a choice. It's okay. I understand. You have the propensity for it.
Oh, well, it wasn't that we didn't give him a choice. It was his brother was murdered by
It's okay.
Smog.
I'm not judging you. You don't have to worry. Ends truly do justify the means when the stakes are this high. I'll just
Speaking
I'll
of
just
unconscious people, where's Gruck?
Oh, well, that wasn't as important, but he did drop by. That, you know what? Let's attend to everything here first, and then I'll let you go see Gruck. But is there anything else? Any other major surprises that I should know about, or do we just have a no strings attached train? You just see it kind of like hanging out in space, like awkwardly.
It's
mean-
missing one of the cars. Also, don't be alarmed, but I'm here.
I mean, I can see you just fine.
It looks
Oh,
pretty
I
on
didn't
strings
know.
to me.
Demons were actually after the black box in the train.
Yes, you told me.
That's of no concern to you?
I mean, it is an entire dead plane of existence. Like, there are things in that box that, like, I have never even heard of. And that's saying quite a lot. Well, maybe it's not, but, like, things beyond even me. That is a prize worth having.
And will it be enough to save Zagnoth and rebuild Dimitri's body?
Well, I mean, it's nothing more than raw resources at this point. Without people to use them, it's useless. That box alone will not save Zagnoth. That's your job.
Mm-hmm.
You can count on us. We robbed the train. We can do anything.
Speaking of, I have a gift for you if you will follow me. So she is going to take you, Dimitri, specifically, into her workshop. And sitting kind of in the center of the floor is what looks to be a big metal man.
Is that my new body?
I mean, assuming that you're amenable to it, you could keep body snatching if that's what you really want to do. But I figured you prefer something a little bit more reliable.
Yes.
And unlike
I
every
do
other
360 around.
unlike every other body that you've had thus far, this one doesn't really expire when it gets sustains a certain amount of damage. It just breaks. But that's okay.
So, what can you tell me about the new body? How fast can it run?
I mean, I will admit it's a bit bare bones right now. I made this out of, odds and ends that I took with me, so you'll have to wait some time for upgrades. You notice that, like, metal is mostly kind of scarce on the thing. It's actually made mostly out of wood. And it's got, magical runes and sigils and stuff like that. But it looks burly. And she's like, I would have, finished it, but obviously I'm a little bit limited on what I could use. That is the last of my supplies. Unless you wanted to have a body made entirely out of stone, and that would have been problematic for everyone if you wanted to actually move everywhere. It's not exactly the most flexible or, fixable half the time.
It's still armor plated, though, right?
No. However, she points to, I don't have it drawn here, but there is a pile of armor that you recognize, with an axe that you recognize. I mentioned...
Vivi, you magnificent...
Well, don't thank me, thank Gruck. He brought it back specifically.
Oh, Gruck, you magnificent ogre. Of
Shut
all the
up.
bodies I possess,
Whoa!
Shut up.
Like-
He, busts through the door. He's like,
oh,
shut up.
jeez.
What
Shut up.
happened?
You take that armor, and then you never bother me again, okay? Then he goes through, touches the crystal, and there's like a weird whoop, and he's gone. You hear through the ether, "You're welcome," And then he's
Someone
gone.
I healed survived for once.
What the hell was that?
I treated keeping Gruk alive as like a personal project for a while.
So he didn't really explain what he went through, but I'm no expert in ogre biology, but it seems wherever you sent him, he was there for a long time.
Oh.
You noticed he looked a lot older, had a big bushy beard, and there was definitely like an aura of magic and some other shit about him.
Gruk got interstellared into being a future mid-boss.
Guruk was subjected to what's known as time dilations, I think.
He wouldn't say. I asked him about it, but he mostly came in, dumped all of your stuff on the ground, and then went for an entire cask of beer. Apparently, wherever he was, they didn't serve beer, just, according to him, elf piss.
Guruk. Of all the people I possessed, I liked you second. Alright, let's go.
So
There
Greg's so bad at being alive, he needed a death-proof body.
Hey, I have...
You can
Yeah.
move the metalhead now.
Now all you need to do is change your portrait.
Can you?
See?
Or did I break it? No, I didn't break it. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Look, Tin
Hello?
Man, your jaw works perfectly fine.
I had to learn how to use new vocal cords. These vocal cords made of metal.
Sure, we'll go with that. I can
Machines
send you the
have vocal
diagrams
cords?
later, but I don't. It's not a vocal cord. It's enchantments. There's a lot of magic involved. Fair warning
I looked-
for the next. I would say week. Do not go into any anti-magic fields. That will go very poorly.
I look at hands and then give thumbs up to Ellerin.
Oh yeah, I should probably mention you've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle hands.
Oh,
Nah.
Warforged are, yeah, they have a couple fingers and two
Sorry,
toes.
articulation is not my forte until I've solved my own articulation problems. You notice she just has like puppet mitts.
I like ratchet up arm and give approximation of thumbs up, which
Well, you got a thumb.
I
You
don't
just
really-
don't have any other fingers. You just
I don't
notice
really
that
have
you've got.
thumb. I
No,
have
you got
three
thumb.
thumbs.
Yeah, you have 3 thumbs. You can't decide
Right.
which one's the thumb. Your hands rotate. Your hands can rotate like 360 degrees. Freely. You could spin them. Yeah, you could spin them if you wanted to.
All right, now we're talking. How about whole arm? Can I spin whole arm like in windmill?
Yeah, you can do a lot of like weird stuff. And she's like, I was hoping to just give you freedom of movement, but I guess if you just want to be like a okay.
I turn around head on 360 direction.
It is
And
freaky.
I go.
Everyone hates it.
We both know heat metal.
That would be the most horrible thing you could do. After all we've been through, why would you do such a thing?
Should I just start making a list, or we might be
No.
here for a very long time?
Vivi, I am forever indebted to you for finally giving me a body as that's worthy of my coolness.
They know heat metal.
This is truly going to be this is greatest day of life, I think.
Well, on life,
Which
but
well,
semantics.
Yeah.
you've had this life for like 5 minutes.
Well, I mean, okay. Well, alright.
The phrase
That's what I
kinda
get for
loses
trying to
meaning
be
after
nice.
the 6th life.
No, it's fine. I'll never be nice again if that's what you wanted. You're gonna see a new side of Dimitri. He's going to be a lot bigger jerk from now on. What are all these things on floor?
Those are my notes. You notice, like, most of them are, like, schematics and diagrams of you.
Oh. I don't stand a chance of a snowball's chance in. I'm never gonna understand these, am I?
No, but this is probably
Okay.
also your only opportunity to admire your ass.
That
I
sentence would have a
turned my
snowball's
head
chance in hell.
360 degrees and then like stared down at own ass. No, I can make it work. I spin head back around. Wait, not 360, 180. You know what I meant. So, what is next course of action?
Well, I mean, we really should probably get you back to Zagnoth at some point, but I'm going to be honest with you, it looks like me sending you back now would mean either a quick trip back or a no trip back. You all look like you've been through some some shit, if you mind the phrase.
A little bit of rest would be appreciated.
Well, I will gladly facilitate that. Now, I will admit I am not I am many things, but I'm not a healer. You will have to attend to that dwarf if you want him to, well, not make it through the night, but...
Oh, no, of course.
Okay, thank you. I was afraid. I'm not exactly... Well, I mean, I guess I could always make him into a vampire or something, but...
What?
Well, I do
What?
make undead.
Oh, right, the necromancy.
Just because I'm an inevitable doesn't mean that I don't have some of my prior inclinations. I mean, you did see the undead in the city, right? Like,
Yes, but vampires are another breed of undead
I
entirely.
mean, they just take some time.
This room got too creepy. I'll be at the bar.
I grab Brungren. He's already been stabilized, but we probably shouldn't leave him outside.
He was at -1. I figured that was not undying territory.
I
But he
mean,
was,
I cast
he was
a-
also already healed, which means he's
Oh, yeah.
stabilized no matter
yeah,
what.
he's at
Yeah.
5.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so he's at
Okay.
5 HP. You could drop him bodily and he would survive it.
I pick him up and I carry him indoors, and I guess I put him. Well, I guess there's not really beds here, right?
There are beds upstairs. There's a basement and an upper floor that I have yet to make because they're not really relevant to anything.
Okay.
But we'll just lay him across the table for now. Why not?
Table.
Yes.
Upstairs,
I go-
not loaded yet.
Yeah.
I check out some of these crates.
Okay, it's a lot of food stuff, actually.
I think you're just robbing someone now.
Well, I mean, it's me.
Okay, that's 7
As
more
long as we
HP
keep
for
working
Brungren.
together, I'm not entirely opposed to you raiding the larders. As long as you
I-
remember, just don't eat all of it, because I only have certain stocks before I run out.
I think everyone read way more into this than I was expecting. I was going to prepare everyone delicious foods.
Well, I was just saying that it's not robbery if it's given, but that's okay.
Gotta raid the larders so we can lard the raiders.
Anyway, I'm going to get back to work on the black box. I mean, it's only really been in my possession for a couple of minutes. Strangely enough, Grux showed up before the black box was done, but he didn't stay around to help. But I'm going to keep working on that. And you 4, you 5, well, I don't know. If he wakes up, have fun. If he doesn't, well, I don't know. Anyway,
I
I'll
gave
be
him
in the
7
other
more
room.
HP with Cure Wounds.
Therese,
Okay.
what does your people normally eat?
Anything?
Well, we got a lot of anything back here. I produce something that looks close enough to fruit. I don't know. Let's say I pull out apple. How about
Yes,
this?
the famous swamp apples.
I've actually never been to swamp. I don't know what swamps are like. Why would I eat? I come from Northlands. I know what snow is. I don't know what swamp is. Do swamps even have snow?
Oh my god.
Well, okay.
I wouldn't be too well versed in it. I mean, sometimes
I-
swamps occur close to shores. But
I assume, Aladdin, that you probably have never eaten apple before.
I haven't eaten many terrestrial fruits and vegetables, but apples I haven't we been familiar with apples before? They were in some of the human facilities.
Yeah, probably.
By the
Oh.
way, I'm gonna shrink all of
Well, I'll
the.
have an apple, though I suppose you wouldn't have need for food now that you have your warforged body.
Yeah. On the one hand, I'll miss sense of flavor. On the other hand, I guess this is cheaper. Save money, save time in my busy schedule. I look through barrels and attempt to find fish.
There is no fish.
Well, I'm sorry, there does not appear to be fish or I guess probably any aquatic food in these barrels here.
There's actually no meats at all. It's pretty much just like grains, fruits, vegetables.
That stuff would be pretty perishable unless it was dried. The meats and fish. So
that
yeah.
would make sense. She probably has to take what she can get up here. Well, let's
Does
see.
she even eat food?
No, I don't know. I guess she wouldn't. Well, I assemble an autumnal harvest, I guess, and mix up a couple of like fruits and maybe like some potatoes and radish, and like serve it with like a side of bread, and if there's even butter. Well, no, there wouldn't be butter because butter comes from cows, and cows is a crazy time. So just bread, and I make up 2 plates and give one to Aladdin and one to Drez.
Buttermilk pancakes, the
Make a
breakfast of warriors.
make a cooking check, by the way.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
What will
Remember,
cooking
you
be?
have proficiency in it because of that kick-ass. Yeah,
You'll
you're
be really good at cooking with those hands he's
Oh.
never used before.
Yeah, no, you are master chef. Turns out you have a spatula function.
Oh, Skitter, you too. I make a 3rd plate for him
Yay!
and slide it over.
I have not eaten in quite some time.
These are delicious,
Yeah.
Dimitri.
Yeah, I scrambled 1 egg and I just figured it all out from there.
Well, I mean, you have the collected works of Betty Crocker somewhere up in that head.
Oh my god.
Are there any? Is there make cake from flour? We don't have milk. I can't make a cake without milk. I mean, I could. It would just be very gross.
Vegan cake.
Technically, your cooking expertise only counts for all American food, but
Oh. I could make hamburger, but the next most dangerous animal from cow is pig.
Wait, but oh, you mean you're making pork burger?
No,
What?
there's no meat. Well, I figured we all have deserved a good meal. I guess I'll make a plate up for Brungren as well and take it over to him for when he wakes up.
so I might as well say this now. You guys are kind of free and open. You can wait for Brungren to wake up, or you can do other stuff if you want to. You can talk to
I
Vivi,
just
you
set
can
it on
talk with each
table
other.
beside him.
I just
And
I realized
a
over
cup
the
of
last
water.
35 episodes, you guys almost never actually get time to hang out with each other. And I'm like, they should probably maybe get a moment. Or not. Up to you.
All the times
Uh,
we do, it ends up in awkward conversations about goblins.
Hey, just
What
because
the-
I'm popular doesn't mean that it's not a bad thing.
And the flagons of ale.
There are flagons, and you see an empty barrel that smells very much of ale, but there's none in your direct vicinity.
I don't think I'd even be able to get drunk ever again. This is a weird existence.
Alright, well, I need to test something.
well,
I'm just gonna walk outside to a cliff.
Okay.
I look at the Laden.
And
Uh,
Wander's gonna tell me if this works or not.
Drez, what What do you do?
Okay. Jesus Christ. It doesn't do
What?
that much damage. It doesn't do anywhere close to that much damage. But you do actually manage to do like a big ol' cloud of poison.
That's good to know.
I don't think his cooking was that bad. I thought it was pretty good. Do I have to worry about that?
I've been going through things.
Like as what is?
My autobiography is a body horror.
Well, I mean, it almost looked like you were just breathing poison.
Did he pass out?
Okay, Keith, I'm just gonna copy this there for you.
Whoa.
And it's a 15-foot cone. Not a 60-foot cone.
Huh.
Oh, like the modified numbers?
Yeah.
I
have
wonder if
thought these
Vivi
things
gets
through.
bored out here. I look out into the infinite expanse of, like, black.
I mean, well, she didn't look like she had much of a choice, and looks like she's fairly busy. I mean, we did give her a plane of existence to mess with.
Yeah, I don't know. I figured that being stuck in one place with the only thing you have available to you is books, like... I don't see how you could put up with it for too long, but maybe she just has resigned herself to
I don't
dealing
know.
Well,
with it.
I think her powers only recently diminished because of the actions of one of the other inevitables. Though she had decided to settle in Zagnoth for a while. I suppose she said that there were different inevitables that traveled to different planes, and was she specifically Zagnoth's caretaker, or just one that had ended up there?
She never said. She just said she was one, and that she's trying to save Zagnoth?
I figured with a title like Inevitable, I don't think that she gets much choice of anything ever. I think that stuff just happens to and around her, and that's just the way that it goes. Bet you can sympathize with that there, little lizard buddy.
I think I'm a dragon.
A dragon?
Yeah?
That explains your ability to breathe poison.
And you're...
Yeah, when did you figure out you could do that?
When I kind of died?
Oh, when we all got separated.
So first I was climbing a castle like a badass to single-handedly save the day. And then damsel in distress wizard man turned out to be a lich. And then bad. And then dragon. And then explosion. And then desert.
Okay,
Well, what caused the
buddy.
explosion?
Yes? My life
Uh,
got confusing when I fell in that damn hole.
I mean, what would your life have been beforehand? The scouting? For what, Yrtos?
Hunting, gathering trinkets, living. Now everything's always exploding and on fire and trying to kill me.
To be fair, a lot of those explosions and fires are your fault, Mr. Dragon.
Don't victim blame.
So, you're telling me that, what do you mean by fell down damn hole? You're talking about when you first arrived here?
Yeah, we got swept in.
Yeah. How long ago was that even?
I don't know,
week?
DM, how much
5
time
days?
has passed in this
Days?
game?
Yeah.
Approximately like 4 or 5 days.
Damn!
No.
Except we just hung out for a week.
Yeah,
so that week
yeah.
was the
It was
majority
4 or
of our
5
journey
days
so far.
plus like a week of being on a train doing nothing.
Yeesh.
So a little over a week, 10 days. Let's go with 10 days.
This has been a hell of a couple of days.
I like this recent trend where we sleep.
I find it very interesting, you know, when I arrived at Zagnath, my skills and my talents were so meager. But when I think about what I am in the past 3 days, well, for one, I have a very different situation going on in terms of the whole body thing. And then for two, uh, this has really pushed me to my limits. I've gained so much strength in
Yeah.
such a short period of time. It's unreal.
Well, what were you beforehand, Dimitri? I mean, we knew that
I mean,
Gorlar had sent Greg to slay you, but what were you before?
Only a true warrior could sing at somebody until they get struck down.
If you remember, I had very pastoral, sorry, what's the word? What is
Origins,
it? Parochial?
upbringing. Oh.
Not parochial. Yeah, pastoral upbringing when I was a little child. My my family was related mostly to like the church and administrative work because they were, you know, literate. So,
Were you human?
but yes, I was human.
Oh.
And I decided that I wanted to be an adventurer because the lifestyle seemed, well, boring. So I joined a holy order and I went on pilgrimage. And before I could do, well, much of anything, I ran into Greg and Gorlar and company. Well, I possessed Greg. I was able to access some of his memories, and I was able to figure out why he was sent to kill me in the first place. And it was because, in Mighty Words of Gorlar, it would be really funny to kill that guy. Greg agreed, and well, that's kind of really fueled my hatred of Gorlar. But for all it's worth, you know, it's been very difficult to keep the hatred of Gorlar up because, man, there's been so much other crap that's happened in these past couple of days.
But isn't Gorlar intrinsically a part of it? In some way?
Yes. Yes. So that's what keeps me going is a desire for revenge. I don't know what I'll do after this.
Well, there's always rebuilding Zagnoth. Does any of your family remain alive?
I don't know. I don't really even know how long I was latent within Greg before I regained consciousness after death. For all I know, my parents could be long gone. For all I know, it could have been centuries.
How long is the lifespan of a bugbear?
That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I hadn't really thought of that one. Yeah. I probably also should have looked at calendar. Unilateral focus on hatred and revenge tends to make it very difficult for you to keep up with the day-to-day maintenance. Actually, what date is it?
I do not know. You see, while you surface dwellers have the stars and the sun and moon to guide your timescale, we in the oceans, I mean, there are different tides, which I suppose are in conjunction with the moon. So while we may not see the moon directly, we're influenced by it in some respects. It's very
Use
difficult.
a tidal calendar?
Suppose so.
Interesting.
Aren't there like 2 of those?
Are there? I'm actually now really curious.
Tidal calendar?
Huh. I don't know. I suppose, yeah, working to rebuild Zegnath could be useful use of time. I guess I hadn't really thought of this.
Well, my main prerogative is trying to find my father.
Oh yeah? That's right, he was lost in, adult age, lived to be about 75. Oh, wait, I shouldn't just read chat. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
So your father, he was lost in Zegnoth?
Well, so I've already reiterated to you numerous times our trifles with the Leviathans of the Deep and our ongoing war to keep them from entering the material realm. But my father, he's a warlock. He had made some kind of pact, some kind of bargain with a being that even my mother and I did not know of. And one day he disappeared, and we assumed that he had gone to land, probably at the beck and call of this being that he made the pact with. And a part of me worries that perhaps he's affiliated with what's going on. I don't know. There are so many forces at work. I just hope that he isn't serving the wrong entity in all this. But his name is Tethos, and I hope to find him somewhere, somehow.
Do you think Vivi would have knowledge of what Tethos is?
I don't know. I haven't thought to ask. He couldn't have arrived too much earlier than I, but it may have given him enough time to interact with the peoples of Zagnoth before... Actually, how long had Zagnoth been in ruin before we entered there? Weren't a lot of the corpses days old, weeks old?
It was, I think it was on the order of months, if I remember correctly. Like maybe 3 to 6 months?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
I haven't given you a specific number yet,
Oh, okay.
but that's close.
I remember, I'm estimating that based off of death of corpse. I mean, time of death of corpse. I mean, yeah, close enough.
Yeah.
Skitter.
Yeah? You guys were just having a moment, so I was hanging out.
What
Me?
compels you to still hang out with us?
I mean, mostly self-preservation. It's not like I can exactly climb out of Zagnoth, or stay on the elemental plane of Earth, or much of, well, many things. Goblins stick together, and, well, I guess he killed all the other goblins, so now I just got you guys. It kind of
Yeah.
works. I mean, that's how I joined up with my previous crew. They killed my previous crew and said, join us or die, so I figured, hey, it's a living.
So what did you do before your previous crew? Was it another crew
well,
that was
then I
also
was-
exterminated?
Yeah, it's pretty much just a standard cycle of goblins killing other goblins and me surviving, mostly because I'm really good at hiding, and I've well, I mean, that's like my best trait, except for this beard. I don't like it. But so yeah, that's it. I don't seem to have nearly the depth or breadth of experience you guys do. I mean, I'm only like... Skitter's like hella young. I don't know how young he is, but like goblins do not live long.
Is he like a teenager
Yeah,
kind of goblin?
You have
Oh.
stolen, like kidnapped like an adolescent. By anybody else's standards, but by goblin standard, he's already lived longer than most of his race.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah. So figure that out. I don't know. But I mean, I got a sweet hammer and beard. Goblins don't grow beards, so like, I'm already like 2 for 2 above everybody else.
Or they just
Also,
never
like-
lived long enough.
Yeah. Also, that's a good point. I don't know.
You might be the
I'm-
first goblin to discover puberty.
Now, would you ever try to change or end this cyclical condition that the goblins are currently in?
I mean, I could, but I'm with Dimitri on this one. Gotta kill Gorlar first. Goblins aren't gonna listen to me until I kill the previous leader or threaten them all individually into joining, which, I mean, might as well go for the head, even if the head is, really creepy and scary.
How do orcs and ogres lord over goblins? Like, where did that alliance originate from?
Well, Gorlar just kind of took it. So Gorlar's half ogre. I'm sure that was kind of obvious by his size and his family. I mean, you've killed, say, about maybe four of his cousins, 3 or 4 of his cousins now.
Oh, of what relation was Gruck to them?
Also a cousin.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's a big family. I've seen the matriarch once. She is not a lady to mess with. She makes Gorlar look very small.
Oh, wait. So you mean we may have to face his mother?
Yeah. No, that's very possible. I mean, you take down Gorlar, she's probably coming after you next. It's kind of like how it works, I think. I don't know. I'm not really used to familial blood oaths or anything like that, but they seem to generally care if you off any of their family members. Unless it's an internal thing. They tend to off each other. Apparently that's fair game. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's codified in a rule book anywhere. But,
Probably just the survival of the fittest or ruled by the strong, or I forget the precise.
So that's pretty much exactly how Gorlar came to power. He was the strongest by far. And, of course, he had a whole family of ogres behind him, and a big one at that. Some high ogres, some ogre magi, some regular ogres. It's a whole mix, and he decided, well, why not? I'm gonna make myself a big old horde and get really rich. And, well, he was on the way. And us goblins, well, we were just an easy stepping stone. Everybody's got to have grunts.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything more?
No, I feel as though you've been sufficiently humanized.
Is there a sun here?
No, there's no sun.
No.
There's no stars
It's just
of
kind
any
of-
kind here.
Vaguely, it's like,
Are there stars or anything
yeah,
in the
there are
sky?
stars. It kind of looks like you're smack dab in the middle of the Milky Way somewhere. It's like vaguely 70 degrees and maybe
I had the lowest bar
75?
and this place failed it.
about 75 degrees. I mean, you could just
Why would you-
continually cast Conjure Flame and just like toss it up.
It's
That
not the
What, is
same
he
as UV.
cold-blooded or something?
I just had to unpack the absurdity of trying to even think about that statement of like juggling.
I mean, you could always just do Control Flame or Produce Flame and just like rub it over yourself. Would also work.
That's just cooking.
I have flaming axe. I can whiff it over to you and kind of heat up the air. I don't know. It'll also make magic sparkles. It'll make like on fire glitter.
Poison breath tastes terrible.
Well, you want another apple? How often can you do poison breath anyway?
I think it's once a day or once
No,
a magic cycle.
no, I know, but I don't know.
Oh,
Huh.
okay.
Well,
Sure.
try again.
I human knows.
Drez
Drez,
don't.
who with bad taste in his mouth, does not know.
Try again. Let's see what happened.
I don't believe doing it again will clear his mouth of the taste. It would only heighten it.
I assume
we'll-
it's like
we'll get some
throwing
more
up
apples.
repeatedly. Just way more deadly.
We'll get the more apples. No, this is useful for him to know. He must know his limits so that he can break through them.
Ah, well, this will be satisfying. I grab Dimitri by both shoulders and open my mouth.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
He's gonna breathe in your face, but you don't have lungs, so it's
Yeah.
not...
So, Dimitri, you're getting a real good view of Drez's tonsils. Drez, you haven't completed a short or a long rest yet, so no
This is
poison breath for you.
disappointing.
Was he going to kiss you?
I think he likes me.
I ship it.
That was weird. As I walk by Drez, I avoid making eye contact or like acknowledging his presence in any way, shape, or form.
The image of a sheepish mech man is so bizarre.
Hey guys, I found the beer.
Wait, where?
And the cellar?
Oh.
Which I also
how did
have
you
not
get back
drawn.
there?
There's supposed to be a door here. Look.
Oh, okay.
This place was slapped together because I was more interested in getting the dungeon down that you guys are going to next than the actual proper doors. Sorry.
Yeah.
Now you have access to
Okay.
this whole place. That's supposed to be the kitchen in the back.
Why couldn't I get that roll when I rolled against the Lich?
You would have
57.
done.
57 poison damage.
You would have done some damage.
All right.
Okay.
So I eagerly grab the flagon of ale, and then I remember. Oh. Well. This is probably against my religion anyway. And I set it back down.
Like, it's been so long you don't even remember anymore.
My religion has mostly been supplanted with the hatred of Gordlar.
Skitter starts.
How does
judging
that
it. He
work
has
with
no
being a paladin?
reservations.
What? That's
does
an oath
that-
of vengeance. I was part of a holy order of white knightery, but after getting killed by Gorlar, I swore an oath and kind of mostly forgot. I pull out like an old like religious text I've had kind of with me this whole time. I guess that was this thing.
It has
I
not
like-
survived the trip.
It's like got like cindered pages and stuff.
It's got burnt pages, blood everywhere, covered in swamp muck and partially disintegrated.
I give it to Drez. I mean, here you go. You can figure out what this was about. I don't know. I have no use for this anymore.
You can read?
Yes. No, I came from a fairly well-off background because I came from a literate family. My parents were mostly administrators around the village. It's what happens when you grow up through the church, right? Because I mean, somebody's got to go up there and read the book and be like, oh, blessed father, blessed mother. This is why I'm bad at blessing people. I kind of forget. My blessings usually have a lot more Gorlar in them, but I try to tone that down. I feel like it's not totally appropriate.
But you ascribe to a different religion than the ones the people in the center of Zagnoth were, or at least at the church that we had investigated. They seem to have some kind of bizarre corruption going on.
As far as I know, in this world, religion and religious orders are incredibly localized. For all I know, maybe the church and the monastery that I was training in my holy paladin order might have been the only monastery of that order. I don't know, I never really looked into it. It's kind of those weird little details that you never really get explained when you've only been a part of a religion for 4 days before you die.
Really? You were just an initiate?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I basically knew how to say Hail Marys. I mean, whatever. I knew how to say those and like detect magic, but that was about it.
Then how were you specifically targeted by Gorlar?
I wasn't. It was completely arbitrary. Gorlar's an asshole.
I see.
Or maybe he was specifically targeting me. He didn't pass that information along to Greg, so I don't actually know. And every time I've had the opportunity to ask Gorlar, we've mostly gotten into fights instead.
Well, that does seem to be the nature of things.
You do mostly introduce yourself to him by attacking him immediately.
Hey, that's how he introduced himself to me.
Well, considering he threw an axe at my face, I concur with you guys. Or
Yeah,
just
he
attack.
tends to throw axes at lots of people's faces.
He's a hard bastard to knock downstairs.
It's a hard bastard to throw in the pits.
All right.
Well,
you
we'll
wanna
just
do a
have to
3,
light
2,
him
1?
on fire.
Yes, we can spray poison into his face and light them on fire. I cheers to that, but on account of no ale. Oh, there you
This
go.
is good ale.
Oh no, Skitter!
Very
Skitter.
drunk.
Don't touch me.
Appreciating it.
I assume Skitter has drank like half of it.
All of
pint.
it. He
Oh,
has drank
all of
the
it?
whole thing.
Oh,
Oh,
no!
God.
It must be the dwarven belt that's inciting him to do this.
You
Or,
notice he has not just drinking 1 pint. He's on his 5th.
Oh, jeez.
wait a minute.
If I stop too long, I stop getting drunk. This belt does things.
But no!
I've never
Skitter.
seen someone haze themselves.
Alcohol
that
poisoning.
was incredibly rude from you. For you. Of you.
What? Finders keepers.
No.
How about I try to like
We
grab?
determine who does what with
Fine.
the loot.
Finders drinkers?
Hang on.
You do realize that can kill you.
I
Yeah,
grab
get the belt.
Skitter and drag him over to Brungren.
Alright.
And I squeeze him and baby purred the alcohol out
Oh.
of him onto Brungren.
Skitter uses poison breath.
Skitter uses drunk acrobatics. He is now skittering away. Skitter uses
Damn
hide.
you.
Skitter is no longer visible.
Just tried to squeeze like a sentient sponge of alcohol on another person.
Alright, I have a working theory that Skitter cannot roll below a 15. I don't think he ever has.
I've never seen it.
Yeah.
And so the party gets another moment of much-needed rest and recuperation before heading back to the ruins of Zagnoth. What awaits them there? What new trials? What new dangers? What new inevitable deaths for Dimitri? We'll find out next time on Dungeons & Dragons: Grave of Man.